Yo, it's Guido coming at you with the Tactics Talk. Welcome back, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you have a good morning. I've got my coffee with got a little rainbow guy on there. Picture one of my kids drew. You know, you have like 42 coffee mugs with the pictures they drew and the school sold to you. That's one of these. Anywho, let's talk about TDs. Let's talk about aggressive TD play in a casemate, and let's talk about how you do that, because I go on and on about it. Harangue, I suppose, potentially is the word. Let's get going with it. Because it's one thing to say, do X. It's another thing to kind of show an example. And this is not easy. It doesn't always work this way. But it can. And you have to know what you're looking for. You have to know what you're looking for. You have to know when you want to make these moves. Now, I am not obviously going to drive straight forward and YOLO into the middle on Airfield-Dorf, Himmelsfield, and start shooting people in the face, bottom tier in a 3-tier battle, in a relatively soft-skinned CDA, right? That seems pretty easy, doesn't it? That idea of not doing that? Okay, so we've got that down. We got that down. We're going to start with easy stuff right off the bat. Don't drive straight across the map on airfield in your soft casemate TD and try to take the middle. All right, everybody got that? All right, fantastic. Well then, what do you do? Because Guido said be aggressive. Well, how do you do that? When? A lot of it has to do with your team. Obviously, if this team had not started doing well and winning, I was not going to be able to do what I'm about to do. But that's what you're looking for, right? You got to play the match. I have a hard enough time myself doing that. Sometimes I continue to play the meta and the map, even though the match is going the wrong way. Try to play the match. Take into account the map and the meta. Use that to inform your decisions. Watch this poor Panther. It's a little late, my friend. My dude, as they say, it's a little late. Play the match. He didn't play the match. Do you know how I know that? Because he tried to get up the hill. And in that match, for whatever reason, based on he was spotted earlier or he was in a bad spawn or whatever, he was way too late to go up that hill. He's also a little bit too slow, to be quite honest. We're going to miss right there. He says, ooh, I like going up that hill. Works out pretty well. This is Himmelsfield. Getting on that hill is a good thing. Unfortunately for him, it was a very, very bad thing based on the way the match was going. So this is pretty even right now. I'm obviously going to hang out here for a little bit, but I'm looking for my opportunity to get forward and get some hit points. Just pay attention to what's going on the map. So down in the south, I can see that there's a Pantera and Pershing over there. I'm kind of looking, kind of hoping I'll get a shot, but that's a difficult shot from here. Rarely do you get it. Sometimes they highlight themselves enough. I noticed the STA-1 in the middle. That's going to become important later. But we have a good push going on in the middle, and the guys are being aggressive but careful. And you got to love the 110E3. There's a casemate, but that casemate's being aggressive in the right position because he can do that as a 110E3. Thank goodness the 110E3 is not sitting back here with me. And we start to get the advantage, so I get on my horse. We start to get the advantage, so I get on my horse. I'm not going to continue to sit back there. The well is dry, my friends. There is nothing coming around that corner with as many guys as we have stacked up right here at about, what is it, D6. Let's just pause for a second and assess what's going on. Nothing down in the south where the Pantera is. That guy died. All right, very good. We have 4 tanks dead. One of them is a Super Conqueror. One of their best hold-down fighters in the middle. That's where he died. Scorpion WT, AMX, a bunch of guys camping in the back. Okay, noted. So did we have some of those things. JPZ's on his back foot, down on the back edge. 4 of them are dead, as I said. One of them is an artillery. As I look at what is left here, there just isn't that much. There's going to be some camping TDs back in the back. Why would I, or you, for that matter, sit back on that sniper hill and hope that somehow the enemy team either starts to win or gets, ooh, that little jump right there, either starts to win or gets crazy and drives out in front of everybody? What do you think the likelihood of that is at this point in this game? I mean, in the time it took me to move this far, we started creating even more of an advantage. If we look at the hit point advantage, we're already about 3,000 hit points up. Guys are taking hits everywhere. There goes another tank dead. So I see the STA-1. Let's just go shoot him. I mean, he may shoot us, but let's shoot him. Let's start working on the cascading snowball effect that happens in this game when you get this many guns down. If I sit back there, I don't get any damage. He takes 2 hits, and I think, well, you know what? Let's just go shoot him again. Why not? Let's try to clear this guy out of the middle. We may even get hit again. Yep, we sure do this time, but you know what? No worries. No worries. We'll back out. In fact, I think that first shot didn't do any damage now that I look at it. I'm at 1,600 damage, and the Rumple Stomp is on. The roll is happening. T95 still in the back. Now, he's a slow tank. But imagine the T95 had gone to the middle with the 110E3 and started working that middle. This would have been done even faster. I'm at 1,600 damage, and the rest of this is clean up on aisle 2, getting on my horse and trying to move forward. Now, I went over this way because I was wondering where maybe the JT was, and I start to think a little better of it. Even 90s in the backfield. Trying to get a shot maybe on this bat chat. He dives down, and let's just push in. The JPZ is back on the backside of the hill right there. There's, I believe, an E75 in there with him. Look at the Progetto 65. He's got the same idea, and he started to execute it faster. He's going to go up that ramp because you can go up the ramp right there and start shooting guys which are hanging out where the E75 and the E100 are, and I'm just going to come in here and start getting hit points. So many people I see in this game playing Casemate TDs, really any tank to be honest, but Casemate TDs in particular will still be sitting in the back and missing these hit points. I'll just auto-aim that guy, shift the hole with him, and when I'm reloaded I'll fire and we'll shoot him. No worries. And now I'm on my horse again. Let's just go get hit points. There's no danger here of losing the game, right? My 2,212, I don't think, to be honest, was especially crucial to winning this game. It wasn't especially crucial to winning this game. I was a bottom tier. I did contribute. That's a pretty respectable damage count. However, they all came after the snowball was headed down the hill and had become quite a large boulder of snow and rocks at this point, right? More than likely, I could have done nothing and we'd have still won this game. Somebody would have got my 2,000 damage. Then I missed that shot. That's a bummer. I'm going to go just small tactical discussion right here. I'm going to go right by the JT, who's pretty busy looking at somebody else right now. And I'm looking for the ram on the bat chat and then maybe try to spin around and hit the JT. He doesn't turn very fast, so he thought about it initially, but realized there was a guy right in front of him, so he's going to let me go. I'm just going to go for this ram, try to kill this thing. That was cool. Love it. We'll just spin around here. I get a little hung up on the rocks. Auto aim. Just get around, gun, get around. There we go. And we kill the last guy. Kill the last guy. Look, it was a Rumple Stomp. I'm not telling you anything here as far as, you know, how you win this map solo with your Amex CDA bottom tier in a tier 10 battle. I went to a support position. I looked for shots. I got one, I guess. I got several, but some of them weren't great shots. When that well went dry and I started to notice what was going on in the match, by taking a look at the mini-map and understanding the positions on this map, looking at the tanks they had left, where I knew some of them were, the ones I was missing, where I thought they might be, and then I just went forward and started helping. And I'm telling you, for new players and potentially, you know, I'll say bad players, but let's call it average players, hanging out about 50% win rate. If you do this kind of thing more in games like this, you are going to make more damage, you're going to learn more about the game, you're going to make more experience, your grind's going to go faster, and you're going to have more credits. It's as easy as that in concept, but I show you an example here because in practice it can be kind of difficult. If you move too early, and I do that too at times, you can get yourself exposed and out in the open and up front in places you don't want to be. But the corollary to that is you're now forward taking shots, helping share hit points, getting spots, putting pressure on the enemy team. And I would say going forward too soon and trying to help your team when you don't have shots in your camping position is infinitely better than waiting in the camping position until your team is losing and getting a couple end game shots. Sometimes that can turn into a lot of useless damage, which looks really nice and makes you feel good. But if you're trying to get wins, you got to get that gun in the game. You got to get that gun in the game. I hope this helped. Let me know what you think down below. That's all I've got for today. Thanks for coming. We will see ya.